After my history with sanitizer, I'm doing a check. 236, 235, that's fine. We're in the good range. It's Seltzer Day 17, and there's a lot to talk about today. Good morning, and it's been a bit of a slower journey than expected with our Seltzer here. Originally we expected it to be done within 4 days, which didn't quite turn out to be true, but then the weather also changed and we went from very hot weather, which this was perfect for suddenly back into the throes of winter. But that aside, you know, it's only literally just stopped bubbling, and that's fine. It's started to clear out already nicely, and 3 days ago I thought we'll take a gravity reading. And wow, it tastes great already, and that's even without adding any flavours. So that's made me decide what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to do 3 things. First of all, I'm going to put a bottle of this away in the fridge so I can drink it now. It's that good. I'm going to pull off a second bottle as well and try and carbonate it. Now, one of the problems we've got is this has literally sort of taken all of the sugars possible out of this and all of the nutrients, and it's going to be debatable whether the yeast is going to be capable of creating any carbonation. We read the pH and it was very low. So the second bottle, I am actually going to add a little priming sugar, and I'm going to put that away for a week as an experiment to see if it will carbonate in the bottle. If it doesn't, I've got a slightly sweeter version which I can drink straight away, and if not, and if it does work, that's great. That informs how I'm going to take some of the next steps. And then what is left, which should be just shy of 3 litres, hopefully, that's going to let me put them away into 2 1.5 litre containers that I am going to flavour. And I've got 3 different flavours I was going to use, and I've certainly settled in on that one of them is going to be cherry, to be decided on what the other one's going to be. But I'm just going to leave that for a week then to settle, see if it clears a little further, and to understand whether or not there's anything more I need to do on the clearing. I don't think I will. It's like, it's good enough to drink now. Why mess with it, quite frankly? So that's our plans for this morning. So coffee in hand, let's get going. I've already been industrious on the sanitisation front, so we are mostly ready to go. My good old bottle don't fall over safety system is in place, and I am actually protecting myself a little bit by doing this by the sink this time. So this is the pH of the seltzer. That is definitely an impressive layer of yeast cake at the bottom. Quite impressed with all of that. Damn my cleaning job next. While I was siphoning, the first bottle came off lovely and clear, look at that. But I picked up a little bit of the sediment in the second one. It's almost carbonated. It's got some fizz to it. That's not foam from the sanitizer. That's actually fizz when I was siphoning it through. So we're going to put airlocks back on these two, and we're going to put one of those in the fridge right this second. And the other one, we're going to add a little bit of priming sugar. My wonderful mini airlocks. That's not going in there very well. That's not going in there very well. Oh, damn. Putting the airlocks in the bottle top first is clearly the way to do it. I should have added the priming sugar to the bottle first. That would have been much easier. So, bad me. Even my funnel doesn't quite fit into the lip of this this bottle, so I'm just going to have to go with the flow. 5 grams, or 4 point something grams. Oh, that's going well. Definitely should have put it in a bowl first. So nothing ever goes quite entirely smoothly, but you know, we are there. So I'll probably be back in a few days actually to decide what we're going to do in terms of flavouring. See you soon. Well, this seltzer definitely likes to keep us on our toes. So the gravity has moved since last time. So actually the fact I've just put it into secondary for 3 litres is fine. We will keep an eye on that. And the 2 bottles I've snuck away. I've done a little bit early, but my goodness, it did taste nice the other day. And despite this is breakfast, a little 6.8% breakfast drink, never hurt anybody. It actually has gone a little bit dry. You can just detect it, but it's still got that lovely citrus, sort of slightly lemony, slight flavour to it. It's actually gone down 4 gravity points from 0.996 to 0.992, which was a bit of a surprise, I have to say. So fermentation hadn't finished. It really, it was still chunking along. So I did sort of sneak in a little bit early. Who said patience was a problem? Despite my disastrous priming sugar problem, oops, should have put that in the bottle first. Clearly I've done this just a smidge early, but my goodness, I was so keen to try it out, and it is really quite nice. Again, even though it's gone incredibly dry, I would never drink anything quite this dry, and this is just a smidge drier. Oh, and it's quite warming. It is a smidge drier than it was the other day, and you can tell, it has really just moved on that little bit that I think probably a smidge of sugar is probably what I would be looking to do. But I'm excited for both bottles. It is almost as if it's slightly carbonated as well. I mean, there was lots of foam, lots of bubbles. Wow, this is just, it's a very resilient drink for a start. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what happens next. So primarily now, I think based on this, I am going to leave it alone for a few days to a week before I decide what flavours, but we'll see how it goes. Can't recommend trying out a seltzer enough. This is lots of fun.